Welcome to the Rolling Rubber Halftime Report. I'm Chris Holmes. About a month ago, I sat down with Thunderbird women's basketball coach Steve Hodson. A new season, his third with Southern Utah, was just around the corner. I also knew that Hodson was at the time undergoing cancer treatments. I'd long wanted to do a story, not on basketball, but on his heroic battle with multiple cell myeloma, while at the same time juggling responsibilities as a Division I college basketball coach. Hodson by now was in his 8th year of treatments, and he graciously agreed to the interview. Hodson passed away on Monday at his home surrounded by family after this most recent round of treatments proved ineffective. Director of Athletics, Ken Beezer.
The passing of Steve is obviously devastating to the university and the athletics department. He touched so many lives that he leaves a big void, not only here on campus and within our department, but in the region and the surrounding areas.
Now, after Coach Hodson's death, we put together the story to run as the halftime report of the Southern Utah North Dakota football game. So in the end, perhaps it ended up being a story about sports. But it was a story about much more than sports. It was a story about life, and in this case, an exceptional life, a courageous life. Coach Hod led 4 high school teams to state titles, twice with the boys program at Cedar High, once with the boys at Canyon View High School, and once with Canyon View's girls team. It was during his tenure at Canyon View in 2000 that Coach Hodson was first diagnosed with multiple cell myeloma. Who better than Coach Hod himself to describe its effects?
And what it does is it messes with your bone marrow. It causes any of a multitude of things because of your compromised immune system.
I think the moment that I knew that I had an exceptional story on my hands was when I was speaking to senior forward Ann Higbee.
I don't know, he's never going to give in. One day I remember I went in and I was just like, Coach, you can take one day off, He's not going to give up. I think as soon as he gives up, then, I don't know, I don't want to say that, but...
What Ann doesn't want to say is what no one wants to think about, the inevitable consequence of giving up. To the naive, it may seem that after 8 years of treatments, they would become so routine that it becomes easier.
It's harder. Yeah, it just gets harder because you just want to be done. I feel like I owe this community my very, very best in trying to fight this disease. And there are times when, quite frankly, I want to be done. You can't get through anything without support. And the support of my family and the support of this community has made it palatable to be able to live through it and to fight and to say, no, I'm not just going to give in.
That's going to do it for the Rolling Rubber Halftime Report. It's halftime in the Northern Prairie.